We're back for another week of making things with Laura and Daniel. Because of the weather and the short week, and it's just been a crazy week, we aren't going to be able to deliver the kits this week. So we wanted to do an activity that you could do at home and you probably have the supplies for. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing some drawing games, and all you're going to need is something to draw with, some sort of paper, and then something to draw. So you can have a pencil, you can have a marker, you can have crayons, you can have colored pencils, whatever you've got around, you can grab that. Any type of paper you can find, that's great, and I'm sure there's probably something in your house you can draw. So I wanted to do this because a lot of times people are very intimidated by drawing. A lot of people, and I definitely was one of them, think that if you're not able to make something look exactly how it looks in real life, then you're not a good artist, you're not a good drawer. But the thing is that that's only one tiny part of drawing, and actually drawing is a really fun skill. It's the only way I got through my education, was the ability to doodle. And it's also really good for noticing things around you. I find that when I'm drawing, I'm much more present, I'm much more aware of things, and it's very calming for me. So I wanted to, let you guys know that I do understand how intimidating drawing can be. So we're going to play a couple of games today, or like loosening up exercises to kind of help us get into drawing without making it so scary. And the whole point of this is to produce something that looks absolutely nothing like the thing in real life, but that's the fun of it. So once again, it's not about the end result, it's about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and how we feel while we're doing it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this thing called a blind contour. And all that means is that I am going to stare at the thing that I'm going to draw, and I'm not allowed to look at my paper while I'm drawing it. Are you ready? So, I think I'm going to do the stapler. And I can't cheat, so here we go. Oh man, that was painful, but also pretty fun. Let's try another one with that. Let's try the scissors. Can't cheat, gotta move my paper back. And there's my scissors. So you guys can keep doing that as long as you want. I think it's pretty fun, and it really makes you feel the drawing and feel the pen moving. And it's really hard, but it's also just shows you it's not about the result, because that certainly doesn't look like a stapler and a pair of scissors. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do what they call a continuous line drawing. And all that means is that you're not allowed to pick up your pen. So as soon as I put my pen down, the goal of the game is to not pick it up. So here we go. The scissors again. All right, there's my scissors. They look a little bit more like scissors, but not quite as fun. So let's see. Let's do the tempera next. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to try to draw things using only one shape or type of line, either or. So the reason that we're going to do that is because when you're learning how to draw, one of the best and kind of easiest ways to almost hack it is to just look for the shapes in everything. The scissors have a lot of nice circles and ovals, kind of a stretched out triangle, but also has some oval in it, kind of cool. This pen, it's a cylinder, but it's also got a nice rectangle line right there. It's got a little triangle down here, a little triangle down here. This is really helpful when drawing people's faces, because when you're drawing really complex things like faces, they can be really overwhelming. And really the human face is just a bunch of shapes like everything else. Our face is an upside down egg. Our eyes are kind of like sideways lemons, like ovals but with tips. We've got the circle of the pupils. We've got our nose, which is kind of a triangle, stretched out triangle. Then there's the circle in the middle of the nose. Your eyebrows are kind of like rectangles, but they get smaller at the end. And your forehead is like a semicircle. So it's really nice to be able to break things down into simple shapes when they're really complex, which is honestly a skill that I need to use in all areas of my life. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this pair of scissors using only circular and curved lines, so like ovals, circles, and curves. And that'll be it. Alright, so here is the finished result. Looks pretty scissor-ish, which is pretty cool. So the next thing I'm going to do, big challenge, is try to draw this very curved bottle only in squares or rectangles. All right, so here's the final product of that. Definitely the hardest one yet. It kind of looks like a Roblox or Minecraft bottle, which is fine and actually kind of fun. I didn't know that's how they made them. So if you get through all of these games and you feel like you're kind of bored and you're like, okay, that's whatever. One of my favorite ways to make it more fun, intense, and pressurized is to set a timer for yourself. So what I usually do is I go on my phone to the little clock and I go to the stopwatch and I set a timer. Sometimes I'll do 30 seconds, sometimes I'll do a minute or two, sometimes I'll do 5 minutes. And I really like to do this with my friends or anyone who we just want to have fun, and it just makes it more fun. So maybe if you have a family member who you can get to sit with you and play these games, I think that would be pretty fun. The reason for the timers is that it makes you draw fast and it makes you stop thinking about how it looks and instead just getting it done, which is a skill that we all need right now. So I hope you enjoy it and I hope you have fun and you smile, and this brings some interesting ways of looking at things to your life. We'd always love to see your drawings, so please, if you can, when you get done, send Daniel and I a picture over text or over email, whatever is better for you. And I hope you guys have a safe and warm week and you're enjoying the sunshine. See you next week.